something to add before we start. Try to just be and not do anything. I always give this information before I do a healing session, but for this session, it works in the same way. Just be open to receive. You can either sit down with your back straight or lay down, but if you lay down, the problem could be that you go into a trance-like state and go into a different journey than we are taking. So, if possible, I would uh, invite you to sit, and if you're able to, for at least 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay, first of all, close your eyes and become really present with yourself. Becoming present with yourself, the easiest way to do that is to become the observer of your body, sitting or laying down. And try to see it from a higher perspective, that you are not the body, but there is a body. And there's the observer of the body. And when you breathe in fresh air through your nose, really try to feel how it enters this body. And how it leaves the body, and how the body then relaxes more and more. And take another breath in and really become present of your nose, breathing in this air. And breathe it out. And the first thing we're going to do is a grounding exercise from the training. Grounding is a very important tool for us to become present with your vessel, with your body, your measuring instrument. Not only when you want to work with intuition, but also when you work with other people, or either just relationships or at work. It's really important to feel within if it resonates for you. And your body is a measuring instrument. It may give you goosebumps, or it may give you like a stone in your stomach. And it shows you this is not for my highest good. So to become really present, grounding is a very helpful tool. And it helps to visualize that through your buttocks and your tailbone, the roots of a tree go deep down into the ground. You're standing firmly in your space, on your ground. You take your space. And also become present that between your head and the ceiling of this room there is space. And around you there is space. And inside you there is space. And you are the observer of that space. That space, however, is so much bigger than just this form here, and even bigger than this room. So what we're going to do right now is to imagine that you are going out of your mind, climbing up higher than your house with your awareness. We go higher and higher above the city you live in or the town. And we go higher and higher above the country, above Europe, or wherever you are, higher and higher, until we end up in the universe on a island that is floating around in space. And the island is really beautiful, with mountains and a river and even a rainbow waterfall. And the grass is very green, and we start to walk as a group. And in the far distance, we see an incredible bright light. When we get closer, it's a hole in the ground. And this enormous group that we are with, from people all over the world, we just gather around this gigantic hole in the ground, where we see a bright white light inside the earth. Feel the presence of everybody, and feel how safe we are with each other, how brave we are that we are here, clearing something inside of us, but that has an impact on the rest of the world as everything is connected. And behind us, you can feel the presence of love. Behind us, there are light beings that are helping us to clear. And then I will now tune in to see what wants to be cleared first. And the first thing that wants to be cleared is the collective fear that has been going on for quite some time already, but became more and more powerful present during the time of COVID. A collective fear that a lot of people are becoming aware there's more between heaven and earth, and there's even more within, that we are not the mind, that we are not our thoughts. And for some people that is very scary, because they identify themselves with it. And even us here, the many of you guys are already really aware of that, we can still have our attachments to identities. Let's say the identity, I need to be seen. There's so many people here, so there's a lot of stuff coming in now. So I get back to the first one, which is the fear, the collective fear, that I do not want to lose this identity because that makes me who I am. It's logical that we have this fear because we have built on this identity for so many years. And we were brought up by parents who had a very strong identity and an attachment to the identity. For the Dutch people who do not know, the word attachment means hechting. Dat je niet gehecht bent aan wie je bent of wat je hebt opgebouwd. And so these light beings are standing behind us, and you can feel the presence and you can feel how incredibly loving they are. And they want us to know that we are so much bigger than the identities. We are hundreds of thousands of years older than this form, this name. The fact you are a woman of a man right now, or your profession, you are more than that. You are infinite energy. You are the quantum field. And all we are doing here in this life is remembering what that really means. So let's clear the fear of losing an identity that was never really ours. Imagine the light being behind you is clearing the fear from your toes up all the way out of your body. Imagine your body like a big library, and there's so much stored in there that has nothing to do with you, but your sensitive antenna picked it up from your mom and dad and even your grandparents. Feel inside your body that all these little drawers and little hatches open up, and the energy is now set free. The fear, the energy of fear. Not just the identity, but there's also collective fear of what's going to happen. What are the governments going to make up for rules now? And how will that affect my life, my family? And the light beings behind us say, you know what? We are safe. Because especially this year, the universe is bringing in so much light to help us to become lighter. The density is going to raise up to help the collective, to help to heal the human consciousness. So trust us, you will be fine. You have been for thousands of years already. And feel how your body is picking up that energy that was never yours, that may have been from your ancestors or your parents, and throw it in that white, bright light, in that hole. Take a deep breath in and let go. And right in front of you, there's a path arising with stepping stones. And the light is so bright that you can see only 2 or 3 stepping stones, but you don't see the whole road. But the light beings invite us to go on that path in full faith. With some of you, I feel there's a hesitation. I don't know where it's going. So it's the fear of the unknown that wants to be released. And that's mainly around your heart, but between the heart and the stomach. So if some of you already want to go on the stepping stones, that's fine. If you're still a little bit hesitating, it's fine too. Just turn around and the light being is putting his hand on your chest. And it is just energy. And that energy has been picked up by an antenna from your parents that came from a period of time where they needed to know where this is going. You really have to make sure you get your life in order. You have to know where you're going, and you have to have a 10-year plan. That's where they came from. For that time, that was fine. There was a different awareness. And we are getting in a different era where it's more about flow, about being guided, about following the signs. And from that space, your life unfolds naturally, gradually. So feel how your chest becomes lighter. Perhaps you can see the energy going out of your body and into this hand, this light hand. And then the light being froze the fear of the unknowing into the bright white light. And when you go into that light, not seeing the stepping stones, you can feel that this bright light is filling you up with trust, with an incredible faith in the universe. You just know you will not fall down, and you walk into this bright white light. And on the other side, there's an incredible mountain with a beautiful cave. And we enter that cave. We bring along some fire and we go inside. Then we enter in the center of the cave, which is a beautiful cave with crystals, large crystals. And we make a fire in the middle of the room. Let's see what else wants to be released that you do not wish to bring along to this new year. What shall others say or think about me? Many of you here already made a very brave jump into a new time of your life. You have been feeling like you are waking up. We all have been asleep. In a sense, we still are. But we are waking up in truth that we are not what we think we are and what they taught us that we are. And that has consequences. What if my friends don't like me? Is for a large part of this group an important thing, and most of all, even closer than that, my children and my partner. What if they don't get me anymore? I have been feeling alone, if I'm honest, since childhood. Felt different in the family. Well, first of all, let's clear that feeling of feeling alone. See how that leaves your body over your head, and we throw it in the fire, feeling like an outcast, like an alien. I don't belong here. This is not my world. I don't get people. I don't get how things go, and they don't get me. See how the sparks of fire go up in the air in the cave. And see how the crystal light is transforming that into beautiful white sparks. And there's a huge opening up on the ceiling of the cave, and an incredible golden light shines in on your head, integrating the truth that although you may have felt alone in your family, there's nothing wrong with you. As a matter of fact, the universe placed you on purpose with this family because this family, and I'm talking not only about your parents but also your grandparents, were not able to solve certain issues. And so the universe created you on purpose with your talents and your gifts because you have this urge to see the truth. You want to liberate yourself. When you think back, most of you have already felt that since childhood. This isn't right. I want to solve this. Why are people doing this or that? This isn't right. And it's been imprinted in you to be like this so that you would search for the truth. And when you do, you get to people like us. We get to clear it, not just for you, but for your family as well. Because these energies have been stuck in your family until someone like you came along to release it. So be proud of who you are. Love yourself fully because the universe did not make a mistake with you. It created you on purpose so you would clear this for you, your family, and your children. How awesome is that? And feel how this golden light is entering your head, filling up your entire mind with this truth. The universe created me on purpose the way I am, with a program, with talents and skills imprinted in my DNA. And this DNA is in every cell of my body. My eyes, so I could see the right opportunities. My ears, so I could hear when someone says something and I'm like switched on, like, oh my gosh, there is something that I should do. Especially this group here has a beautiful life purpose. And it starts with you. When you can find through all these layers, through all these stories that you've been through, some of them have not been pretty, but if you can even find the light, the love, the vastness that you are, the freedom, the safety, the faith, the trust, the harmony. If you can find that, imagine what you can do for others. Very simple, you don't have to all become coaches, but when you raise your vibration and you enter the supermarket, people enter your field. And it will already help them as well to raise their vibration. Take a deep breath in to integrate this truth so that all the empty cells that we just opened up are now filling up with this beautiful golden light and the truth that you are here on purpose, exactly the way you are. Let's see what else wants to be released. there was another truth that wants to be integrated. That when you see you like the universe sees you, you will not be an outcast or alone anymore. Because you will shine a certain light that like-minded souls, people like us here, will recognize you, and you will get new friends. And even some of the old friends will change with you. It's like they are in your slipstream and they will ask, hey, what happened to you? You used to be so insecure and you're so fully alive and vibrant and doing your thing. What happened to you? I want that too. So don't be afraid of becoming an outcast or misunderstood, because the right people will come to you when you see yourself like the universe sees you. Another truth that wants to be integrated is that the people that seemingly not get us, do not understand us anymore since we went on this path, will be mirrored back something. And it's not that we need to go with the finger, I know the truth and you have to listen to me. That would be ego too. But just by being the example, they will run into a part of themselves that they can or cannot look at. Everything is orchestrated exactly as it should. Realize that the me, the personality me, does in truth not exist. It has been created. In truth, you are the universe experiencing itself through you. And so let it, because it's 1,000,000 times more intelligent than we are. Let the universe run through you. All you have to do is open yourself up for the possibility, for the possibilities, for the solutions that are already there. Now let's see if there's anything else that wants to be released. There's, for many of you, a not believing in your own power. Understanding still with the mind. But there have been so many times in your life that you were not seen by your parents, for instance, that there's an insecurity, a not trusting your strength or your judgment or your intuition. And what really is important to realize is that the I in I do not trust myself, or I cannot trust my judgment or my intuition, is still the personality. Your true self is intuition, is the universe, is source being. And what is then very important is that we do see there is the mind and its personality saying something like, I need to do some expensive course to do a death of ego, is not realistic, because there is ego and it's there to help us to release and to show us what is not ours, so we can release it. So let's just for a moment look at something in your life that you wish was different, and before we throw it in the fire, we just look at it. There is insecurity. It's different when you say, I am insecure, because then you identify yourself with it. No, there is insecurity. By accepting that, it can just be seen. And it's all what it wants. It wants to be seen. Or there's fear, or there is whatever you are dealing with right now. See it like a little child that just wants attention. It just wants to be seen, wants to be loved. So pretend that you can take it yourself from your body. We're now taking it out of the body, over your head, whatever it is that you're dealing with right now, and hold it in your hands. And look at it. There is insecurity in my hands, or fear, or whatever it is. How can you be it when you are the one that is looking? So when you're looking at it, let's add some of this beautiful golden light to it. Let it be universal love. So the identity of I am insecure is getting now love. Let's wrap this energy of insecurity or fear or whatever with this golden light. So you have now a golden bowl in your hands that is wrapping up whatever it is that you want to let go. And let's add some purple light, gratitude. Because this issue, whatever it is, brought you to people like us, or other people, or books, or videos, or whatever, and that helped to expand your awareness. And because you are holding it in your hands right now, you are releasing it from your family. How amazing is that? Feel this love in your hands. And then throw it in the fire. Let it go. You do not need it anymore. You're feeling so much lighter already. And we're leaving this fire and this cave. And we're going inside a long tunnel with, at the end, an incredible bright light again. It's like a mist, like a fog. And we don't know why, but this space at the end of the tunnel, we feel drawn to it. It feels liberating. So although we cannot see where it is leading us, we're walking inside that fog. We don't see anything, only white. There's only white light. And it feels like it's washing you from any remains that you do not wish to bring along to 2023. Your entire body, your hair, everything is being washed with this beautiful white light. And all of a sudden, you can see the fog is slowly dissolving. And then we are in space. You're not falling down. There's no more ground beneath your feet, but you're floating around in space. And how far you can see above you, below, to the side, all you can see is space. And while you're floating here, you look at your body, you look at your hands, and you see your hands slowly dissolve in space. And your entire body is dissolving in space. It becomes space. And the funny thing is, there is still a you. Something that is looking around you, something that is feeling, that has feelings, that is aware of things. That is your true self. Welcome to your true self, that even without your name, without your body, just floating around in space, there is still a you. Hear the silence. Feel the love that is surrounding you, and how all the possibilities, all the energies, all the people and circumstances are already here in this field. Everything is already here. All the solutions, your perfect job, your perfect partner, wonderful friends. So much joy and freedom and harmony. Everything is here in space. Now imagine slowly there is a cloud getting underneath your body, carrying you, and a beautiful bowl of, like a soap bowl, is around you, and in this soap bowl there is you, and all these energies are still here, slowly bringing you closer and closer back to earth. Perhaps you can put your hands on your heart and feel that inside your body there are also all these energies already, because your body consists of space, and inside there is love and harmony and faith and prosperity and joy. And while we're floating closer and closer to earth, we can see the top of the trees. And we can see the ocean down below. We see the waves pondering on the shore. We see little cars, little houses, and the lights of the streets. And we're getting closer and closer to a beautiful forest. And your soul bell is bringing you gently to the open space in the forest. And And when you're close to the ground, you can feel your feet touch the ground and the soul bell is disappearing. However, inside your body is still all these energies are present. And imagine you bring that field of consciousness that is you with you to your family, your friends, your town, the supermarket, your job. Stay connected to this I am, your truth. Because this is who you really are. And the more you connect to it and clear what is not you, copied from the minds of others, which is not your fault, everybody does it. We just have to unlearn it and remember that this is who we are. In 2023 is going to help us shift more and more when you say fully yes. And everything in the universe is helping us right now to bring in more light so we can see whatever is hidden in the darkness. And so we become aware of what is no longer serving us and helping us to become brutally honest. Does this match my vibration? Does this match my blueprint or not? Then 2023 is absolutely going to be your year. Gently feel your body becoming present again. How it sits on the floor, on the chair, or the couch, or laying down. And really feel your feet on the floor. Feel how the roots are going really deep down into the ground so you can take your space again here on earth. Take a deep breath in